Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Course Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We begin our recitation with the first pauri in Gaudi Ki Var that has a variation to it. It is to be sung to the pattern of Rai Kamal Di Mojdi Ki Var, Ki Tuni Upar Gavani, to be sung or arranged according to a particular specific folk tune called Kamal Di Mojdi Ki Var. Kamal Di Mojdi were engaged in a face-to-face combat, evidently, and the bards have arranged a particular specific kind of folk tune, popular obviously during the time of Guru Arjan, and so his instruction is that this particular passage is to be sung in accordance with that tune. But we will clearly not be singing it, we will be reciting it, and then we will try to ascertain and try to determine what the message is for us. And we begin. Ik Oankar Satguru Prasad, Slok Mahalla Panjama, Har Har Naam Jo Jan Jape, Soaya Parvan, Tis Jan Ke Balharne, Jin Pajya Prab Nirvan, Janam Maran Dukh Katya, Har Petya Purkh Sujan, Sant Sang Sagar Tare, Jan Nanak Sacha Taan, Mahalla Panjama, Palke Uth Parahona, Mera Palke Uth Paharona, Mera Kare Avo, Pao Pakhala Tiske Man Tan Nit Pavo, Naam Sune Naam Sangrah Name Liv Lavo, Grah Tan Sab Pavitra Hoye, Har Ke Gun Gavo, Har Naam Vapari Nanaka, Vad Pagi Pavo, Pauri, Jo Tud Pave So Pala, Sach Tera Pana, तू सब में एक वर्तदा सब माहे समाना थान थनंतर रव रहा जी अंदर जाना साध संग मिल पाइयै मन सच्चे पाना नानक प्रभ शरणागति सद सद कुर्बाना. So in the first salok, the Guru says that Har Har Naam Jo Jan Jape. Jan, a reference to a devotee, one who is in servitude of the self, of the Creator. So that Jan who meditates on, contemplates, reflects, and actualizes the Supreme Self. What does that mean? It means one who actualizes the qualities of the Supreme Self. Because that is the only way that we know the Supreme Self, is through its qualities. There's no other way. So one who does that has indeed made a success of being in this world. So Aya Parvan. Parvan means acceptable, but it also means to unite. So the idea here is that you become like the self through its qualities. And the Guru says to that Jan, to that servant, I offer myself in submission. This Jan ke Baliharane, because this Jan has achieved that supreme state of Nirbana. This is a Buddhist term, but what it means is without bondage, deliverance from the threefold world, and freedom from the control of the senses. Now, the Indian systems list out different kinds of bondages, if you will, the senses being one of them, in fact, even intellectual knowledge being another. So there's a list, whole list of bondage from which we have to free ourselves, we have to empty ourselves out in order to achieve Nirban. So the Guru says, for that Jan who has achieved this, my submission I would like to learn. And then by being in union with the Har Self, the all-wise consciousness, such a Jan has transcended the material world, the sorrow of birthing and dying. Janam marana dukha katya. And it is in fellowship with the good enlightener that such a state is achieved and is able to swim across the sea of life. Santa Sang Sagar Tare. So the mind is visualized as an ocean, the thoughts being the waves, and it's meant to be a dangerous ocean. So for someone to cross over means that someone has crossed over from ego consciousness to a higher state of consciousness. The perspective has changed, you see. Mahalla Panjwa Palke Uth Parwana Mere Kar Aavo. Palke Uth Parahona, guest. Pao Pakhalla Tiske Man Tanit Pavo. Naam Sune Naam Sangrah Naam Mein Liv Lavo. Greh Tan Sab Pavitr Hoye Har Ke Gun Gavo. Har Naam Vapari Nanaka Vad Bhagi Pavo. So Parahona, the mind is being addressed as a Parahona, as a guest. And in Gurbani, the mind is often addressed as a guest, as a foreigner. And so the Guru is saying, return to your true abode and develop in yourself this love for the self. Naam sune, naam sangre, naam mein live lai. Listen to Naam, assimilate Naam. This is self-knowledge. And be centered in Naam. Naam mein live lai. Greh tan sab pavitr hoye. Har ke gun gavo. So when you assimilate the qualities, har ke gun, you're displacing them with you're displacing the impurities of the mind, the impediments that you have in your mind currently in ego consciousness. And so therefore awaken and return to your true abode. And in the Pauri, sab mein ek vartada sab mein samana, this is the realization that we have to have. And these realizations occur in the mind. Ji andar jana. To live in harmony with your will, the Guru says, man sache pana is learnt from the Sad, the Guru. Sad sangha mil paiya. And so Nanak therefore prays for the shelter of this wisdom of the self. Nanak Prabh Saranagati, and for that he would be eternally grateful. Sad Kurbana. On that note, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.